Hey everybody, this is welcome to Life Inside Hell. This is my prison. This is my prison audio diary. I'm Brother Wild Bill. I'm coming to you from inside the most dangerous prison in the Western Hemisphere. I was a professional killer in the street from 2006 until 2010. I was arrested, charged with 5 homicides, and given a 46-year sentence. And so I want to talk about something that just happened, and I wanted why it's fresh on my mind. Because there's some of you that listen that may feel this way too, and I want to make sure that you understand how I feel. And then there's a lot of my friends on here as well, and I'm thankful for them too. This is my audio diary, and the stuff that I put out is, 1, to show people how a person can change. 2, I think that many of the problems that I have are probably the same problems that you guys have in the world. They're a little different because of my situation, but they really think they translate. So I got haters that look at me and that are really upset that I'm doing well, which they always make me laugh, and they always make me feel good as well, because when the haters are starting to come out and scream, you know you're doing well. I use that as a barometer of my successometer. The barometer of my successometer is when the Karens and the Kims come out of the woodwork and start crying. Today I have a Facebook group. I run a Facebook group. Well, my cousin runs it, actually. She helps me, Amber. I'm giving a shout out to her. But I run a Facebook group called Friends of Brother Bill. Now, what did that title say? Did it say Haters of Brother Bill? No, it said Friends of Brother Bill. It's a private group. And if you're not a friend of Brother Bill, I invite you to kindly fuck off out of my group. And so some dude named Patrick, I'm trying to get out of prison, you know. I'm working as hard as I can to get out of prison. Obviously, nobody wants to be in prison. And good old Patrick, whoever he is, decided that he would send me a thing saying, I support your walk. I support you're trying to be better, but I can't support you getting out of prison. What are you even thinking that you should even want to get out of prison after what you did? Hey, Patrick, fuck you, man. Just wanted to make sure that you guys understand how I feel about that. All you people that hate me, I'm going to get out of jail. I don't know how, I don't know when, but that is going to happen. And when I do, I'm going to spend the rest of my life, as I'm already doing, trying to make up not trying to make up for anything. I'm not trying to make up for anything. I'm spending the rest of my life doing what I should have been doing the whole time. I'm not trying to make up for anything, because you can't make up for nothing in the past. You can't do it. But what you can do is try to be a better person every day, and I am doing that. Most people can see that, and if you can't see that, it's because you have some sort of a bias. I had biases against criminals when I was in the street. I actually was a criminal, and I used to say things like, should take all them damn bastards out and shoot them. You know, I used to say things like that too. So I understand those thought processes, but those thought processes come from a space of fear. You're unhappy with your life, and it makes you feel good to see other people suffering. That's true. That's where most of my haters come from. And then some of them, I have compassion too. I mean, like somebody might be somebody who, you know, had a person killed by somebody else. So you can kind of have compassion. Even in my situation, I can have compassion for somebody like that, you know, that, like, let's say some criminals broke in and killed his mother or something, and now he hates people in prison or, you know, criminals in general. I can imagine that could happen. You know, the Dalai Lama said in his book, The Art of Happiness, that compassion helps one deal with the shitty attitudes of other people. It helps you to think about, well, why do they have that shitty attitude? So I think maybe Patrick has something like that, or who knows. But for a general standpoint, anybody that would come on to my site or here come on and write bad things about me here, they do this on a regular basis. I usually erase them here on Life Inside Hell, or go on to Friends of Brother Bill. Friends of Brother Bill. You stupid cocksucker. It's Friends of Brother Bill. It's not Enemies of Brother Bill. You can go find lots of groups where you can bitch and whine about criminals. I'm sure there are lots of those. You know, those right-wing groups and shit like that. So go there. Why would you come on? You know, like, I wouldn't go to your house and knock on the door and say, I don't like your shirt. Well, I'm wearing my shirt in my house. Well, I don't like it. Well, fuck you, you know. And so that's my thought process on that anyway. But I will tell you this, what I'd like to communicate, other than just this rambling shit that I'm saying now, what I'd like to communicate here is that when your enemies begin to cry about how well you're doing and how unfair it is that you're doing well, then you're winning. So thanks, Patrick, for showing me that I'm winning. And please go fuck yourself. And so anyway, that's pretty much the whole thing of everything I have to say today. I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a pretty good day. We had a good church service this morning. We're talking about humility. I'll give a little bit about that while I'm here. So there's something positive comes out of this message. Well, there's several positive things that have already come out of the message, but humility is wisdom. Humility says that I am important, but everybody else is important equally as I am. That's humility. And then like arrogance is when you say, I am more important than everybody else because I am secretly afraid that I'm not important. So I will act super fucking important so that other people will see me and think that I'm super important and not know that deep down in my soul, I feel unimportant. Now that's as good a definition as you're ever going to get of arrogance. And man, I've been an arrogant asshole most of my life. I think that I'm not anymore, or at least I'm trying not to be. But humility doesn't mean like being humble doesn't mean poor. Your people, those are humble people. They're just good old humble people, and that's like a euphemism for being poor. That's not true. Humility is a person who realizes that they're important, but that everybody else is important too. And that's the reality of the matter. The guy that's living that's living under a bridge, Joe Biden in the White House, every single person before the universe, before God, is important equally. So you might feel unimportant from time to time, and there's only two ways. There's usually one of two different ways that come out of that when you start to feel unimportant. Arrogance, like I said, you overcompensate for feeling worthless and become an asshole to everybody else, or like this feeling of being less than, this self-hatred. Both of those things are a fallacy. Both of those things are a mistake. The reality is that you are important. You're not more important than anybody else, but everybody's important, and you're important too. And that's the reality. That's what we're dealing with in humility. So old Patrick thinks he's more important than me, but he can lick my hairy ass crack because he's not more important than me, and I'm not more important than him. And I can find compassion for Patrick's stupid ass because really, who knows what might have happened to Patrick to make him hate criminals and make him hate people who are murderers. I mean, like murderers are certainly persons like myself who are, have made mistakes. But in my case, I'm trying to make up for it. And guess what? I'm going free. I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks and if anybody likes it or not. Because I want to. That's why. Not because I deserve it. Not because I don't deserve it. Not because somebody else thinks I deserve it. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. I'm going free because I want to, and I'm working hard to get there. So in your own life, I assure you that you're deserving of success also, whoever you are listening to this. Be humble. Understand that everybody else is important, but you're important too. Be humble. You're not more important than anybody else, but you still are important. Have a nice day. I'm Brother Wild Bill. If you want to talk to me, like I said, I run a Facebook group called Friends of Brother Bill. I also have an Instagram page. Those links are in the description box. There's a Wikipedia link. If you want to know more about me and my life, there it is. You can read about it. And also, if you want to learn about what I really went through when I went to prison, Long Live the King, Wild Bill is a book. It's available on Amazon. God bless each and every one of you.